Welcome back to No Man's Land for episode 25 with me, Farm Sim Snowy.
Bathing in the light that you share, you're like the sun. Who am I to think how it'd be if you were mine? I've been walking with my shades on for so long, I can't seem to get them back on. 'Cause ooh, how I fell in love, couldn't see it coming, blasting my stereo. I can feel it coming, you on my radio. All I'm hearing is a song. Drowning in your words from the stories that you carry. I would never judge, don't you ever say you're sorry. I don't mind if you don't mind it, sharing all your secrets with me. 'Cause ooh, how I fell in love, couldn't see it coming, blasting my stereo. I can feel it coming, you on my radio. All I'm hearing is a song.
Welcome back everyone. As you've just seen, we had a massive clean up of the yard. Sold off the old sort of bale shed and that green shed that I went off. You can see that I've done a bit of landscaping. I thought I'd do it in a time lapse just so you can actually see what we've done, because it took me about half an hour to actually do it in real time. But I thought if we do it in a time lapse, you'll get to see what's actually been done. So apologies if it was a little bit too fast. I've moved a lot of equipment into these sheds, which I did say about in the last episode. So these bits are tucked up the back there, with the idea being that the tractors will be out pretty much every day, all day, so we can still get to them okay. Yeah, so I'll show you in landscape and what it looks like. Now it's not speeded up, so we've got all this nice grass area back here which we sort of originally had. I did all this, added in some puddles and a few scuffs and scrapes on the ground to make it look a bit more lived in sort of look. Moved the fuel tank round there to this side. This field's obviously been shrunk down a little bit, but that's okay, it's still a reasonable size. And I'll put a grass border on there. Hopefully if we have workers on that field, they'll be able to turn around. That should give them enough room, and hopefully we should have enough room to come up there and swing in with our lorry and trailer. So that is about it really for what we did. So it's looking a little bit more tidier. and more like a proper yard. But we've got lots of things to do, loads of possibilities we could do, but I'm not going to cram them all into this one episode. It's not going to be too frantic. These 3 fields here need liming. This is obviously our big grass field. That can be mowed at some point, but like I say, not everything's going to be done this episode. This field here though, I'm not going to lime that yet, because we were going to extend that, weren't we? Because that's that little rock there. So I was going to come down and go along until we get to sort of the flat bit, make that a little bit bigger, that field. So that will get limed when we do that. But we do want to start sort of growing a few things. And what I am going to do this episode, which you probably figured out as well from the thumbnail and the title, is we're going to get some pigs. Yes, we are. We're going to get some pigs. So we definitely need to, we could probably buy some pig food to start, but we're definitely going to need to start growing some things that the pigs eat. And they eat everything and anything, so it shouldn't be too hard. But what we're going to do is get some pigs. I think we'll go straight on with that now. So if we go in animal pens, we've got the standard in-game ones, but that's quite expensive. These ones are open, so there's no fence or boundary. I don't really want that. That's quite expensive. That holds 500. And if you're not familiar with the pigs, they do breed quite quickly. So this is the AJ Tech ones, which comes with part of this map that we're on. So that might be a good idea to get that one. Apart from that, that thing's just mad. I've had that before. I think we'll go for that, but even that's 105,000, but we can afford it. It holds 500. It's quite big, isn't it? So it's going to go over here with our other. That is actually quite big. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. So let's take a look at it. We've got our manure pit there. That looks like slurry. And you got your feed troughs there. Is it going to look out of place if we go something like this? Right, so that's our boundary. Just don't want to mess any of the triggers up. Probably go back a bit further. Again, we need to be able to get to the wall as well for the sheep. If we did something like that, it's going to stick out a bit too far this way, isn't it? That's definitely a no-no, that's a no-no. It's either that way, which we should be able to get to everything pretty easy that way. And it's not sticking out so much. Although that is letting us go into next door a little bit. No, we're going to go that way. And we're going to try and line it up roughly with the sheep one. Otherwise my OCD will kick in. Come back that way a little touch. Should be able to do something like that. I haven't even checked the price actually. Oh, that's right. Didn't think it was going to be too much difference because of the ground's pretty flat there. Right, we're going for that. Bosh, it's done. Now we need to go and buy some piggies. Obviously, as you can imagine, we're only going to buy 3 to start with. So what we need now is something to transport them in. Now, these are all the in-game ones. We were using this, we've used these two great big things. That one's not too bad. You got this little fella here. How many pigs does that hold? That only holds 4. 4, 6 cows, that one, 12 pigs, 14 sheep, 9 horses. In the long term, that could probably be the best one to get. Because although that's quite cool, it doesn't hold a lot. How big is it? It looks like a shed on wheels. That looks more like a animal trailer, doesn't it? Not too worried about changing the design. Let's give ourselves a red top though. Main colour. Zinc and steel. Lizard. Michelin's. Go Michelin's. We're going to buy that. Right. Let's take the New Holland. We'll whiz down, we'll buy some pigs. And we're going to have to get them some feed as well. We have got some straw, because they do require straw for their bedding. We have got some straw in our silo, haven't we, from a few episodes back. Yeah, plenty of straw. That's cool. So once we've got them little piggies, we'll have to give them a little bit of feed. 3 pigs aren't going to take a lot. And then we'll give them some water. It's a shame we haven't got anything stored. We've only got oats, but that's no good. We'll just buy some pig food to start with. Alright, there's our new trailer. Oh, that is awful driving. What we'll do is we'll just back that up, straight up there. We'll make it look a bit realistic. Right, can I have 3 piggies? We're just going to go for the plain pink plink. Let's go for some spotty ones. Yeah, let's go for the black and whites. 1, 2, 3. They should be in there. We go around like that. There they are. 3 little pigs. Right, let's go and take them to their new home. Oh, I can smell those stick things here? That, you know, that, what's it called, this thing here with the sticks? Okay.
Smells nice, right?
I can well smell that today. Probably because my nose is alright today. The last few times I've sat here I can't even breathe. Right, here we go. I will landscape this area a little bit better so it sort of blends in with each other. Try and get some more tracks into and out of the pens. Is this the no. What's that going to be there? That's obviously feed. This is the first time I've seen this pen, by the way. That's feed, that's water. We've got lights in there as well. That's quite cool. Excellent. Does that open up? Right, so that's our dialogue. That must be for the straw. So I'm guessing this pipe out here, this area, that's going to be for our slurry. Slurry manure. So that means I've got to back that trailer in there. Brilliant. What we'll do is just poking enough to take the ramp down like so. I should be able to move them across. There they are, look at them. We got piggies. Right, so they should be in our menu now. And just to show you, that is what they eat. Corn, and then you can either give them a mix of wheat or barley, soybeans, canola, sunflowers. So you can tip in any of that lot and it will all add to the bar. But I was given a bit of a tip, because sugar beet, where it's like a sort of cheaper product, if you fill that bar up, because you produce quite a lot of sugar beets and potatoes, if you fill that bar up at the bottom, they take less food in the other menus. So there's a little tip that I got told. So we'll try that. So we'll probably grow some sugar beets at some point. But what we need to do is get some food for them. Tell you what we will do, we'll give them some water quick. Let's fill that up. And another thing I've just realised is we've just bought that trailer, so we've got to find a new home for that now as well. Have to go in reasonably deep for that to work, but at least it works. The good thing is 3 pigs aren't going to take a lot of anything. Feed, water, straw. 5%. That's right, that's cool. What I'll probably do is just leave the water trailer here for a minute. I'll get back on this. I'm starting to think maybe, where am I going? This way. Maybe we should have just leased one of these animal trailers, but we've got it now. What I might do as well is put in a track along this bit that we're going along now as well, just to meet up with here, instead of just driving through the grass all the time. So let's just put that there for a minute. And then for ease, because we haven't really got a pallet trailer, I'm gonna take, actually, I think we can just, I'm thinking out loud here now, I think we can unload the pallets into this trailer, if I remember rightly. Anyway, I'll whiz down to the shop and we'll get some pig food. Right, here we are at the shop. Now, you can buy it like this in these big bags. So these are the standard in-game ones, €1,000 for 1,000 litres. Or I've got these modded in ones, which is obviously going to work out better for us, because that's the same price but you get 4,000 litres. But I'm not sure how much they're going to take, just 3 pigs. But what I'll probably do is buy that. Oh, you've got the option to choose. We'll go for 4,000. Worst comes to worst, it would just have to stay in that trailer until we get some more. There it is. Or the other thing is the black pipe there in the background. You can, that is a buy point on this map. You can buy pretty much anything from there, but I think that's going to work out more expensive. But if my memory serves me right, we should be able to pull up alongside this pallet and fill the trailer up. Now that probably won't be enough, but I don't do pigs very often. I just know that they eat a lot. It's been quite a while since I've done pigs. I wasn't going to do them at all on this map until a couple of people I work with said you should get pigs on your farm. So we've got pigs. I'm going to go up there anyway and we'll see how much this, how far this goes, sorry. I'm not thinking it's going to go very far, but it's alright, it's all part of the learning curve. We're on this journey together. I expect some of you are screaming at the TV going, that is not enough, you're going to need more than that. But like I say, I don't do pigs very often. We'll soon find out. And if it's not anywhere near enough, I will go back and buy some more, and I'll do that off camera. So right, why is that not coming up? Why is that not coming up? We got it on tip side left or something. Yeah, we have tip side right. There we go. Don't want grain door, we want back. That was still on tip side right from when we fed the sheep the grass. That's glitched out. There's some left in there, even though it says we haven't got any in there. How far did that go? Oh, pretty far. That's not bad actually. That's pretty good. Because even though we're in the red and the orange, that will still last quite a while. But they do breed quite quick. So I'm not going to bother buying any more. So we need straw now. But my main worry is we've got to get the straw through that door again, by the look of it. Luckily this trailer's pretty small. We'll see what happens. Straw, there we go. I don't want to take a lot. Stop that. That should be enough. Right, hopefully this won't be too awkward. Look at them, they got loads of room in there, just 3 of them. They're loving life. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be fair, I've probably got room to drive in there and turn around where the pigs are without running them over. But we'll try and get in there like this. Because I reckon if we can just get around the corner slightly, that's going to activate that trigger. There we go. Now, are we going to hit the roof? Let's change that to grain door. Oh, wrong button. That shouldn't tip us. So they did take quite a bit. Right, that's the pigs all fully loaded with everything. And they are messy as well, so we're going to be constantly cleaning them up. They produce 2 litres of slurry as well already. So in a minute we'll get a reproduction rate for those, now that they've got a bit of everything. What we need to do is shut that door so they don't escape. That's quite cool, I'm liking that little pen. Well, it's not little, but... Right, we're going to tip this back into our silo. It will be interesting to see how quickly they reproduce. And then I think, talking about that track there, what we'll do is we'll get that track put in before we extend that field, because then that will give us an idea of where we can go out to. So I need to turn that back to tip side back like that. Right. Dodgy reversing again. Right, that'll do. Right, now what I want to do is get some things planted. So really all we've got is this field here that we can put anything in at the minute. So I'm thinking we will put some corn in that field again. I'm sure that's what we had in there last time. Because then we could chaff it as well and it would give us some corn for the pigs towards their feed. So if we go and grab this little fella, that's going to need filling up. Now that seeder we've got, that does liquid fertilizer, doesn't it? Yes, not solid fertilizer, which is a bit annoying. Because obviously I know I was going to keep doing the digestate, but we've got so much digestate now, I was thinking about selling it. So, anyway, oh, corn. We'll worry about that further down the line. We'll get some corn put back in here. So I'll carry on and do this. And I'll see you in a sec when I've finished it. I had a worker finish off the cornfield there, and I thought I'd quickly lime this field and get them back working on here, putting some sugar beets in. And off camera as well, I've been down to the BGA to collect 2 loads of digestate, because we're going to give the cornfield there its first stage of fertilisation. And we can actually store the digestate in our silo over there, which is quite handy, which I've done. We had about 12,000 litres already in there, and I tipped that in there, and then I went and got 2 loads. I tipped 1 load back in the silo and got 1 load in the tanker. I'm just a bit worried about if they've got enough. I think they've got enough room between the sheds and the end of the field there. We'll soon find out, won't we? So I'll just finish this off. And then we'll jump back in the New Holland and switch that over to sugar beets and get them off and running. What I'll do is just leave this. The yard's already starting to get untidy again. That's my fault though. Right, yeah, so we've got a full load of digestate in there. And then we'll get this little fella started over there. So let's jump out of there. Right. Let's flick that sugar beet. Yeah, if they can't navigate they're south round through there. There's something wrong. It's a nice square field. So off we go. Skip past this little bit. Right, they're up and running. I'm going to start throwing some digestate down on here. I'll start over the far side and then work our way back over, because this is not going to go too far, I don't think, if I remember from last time. I'm starting to think about abandoning the whole digestate idea. I know it was good because it's a free product we get when we take our silage to the BGA, but if we can get a sell point that will take it, we can always sell it off. So it's not got a very good width, has it? Let's miss that first stretch. You can see it a lot better when you go that way. Anyway, I will crack on and do this. I reckon that should be enough, shouldn't it? Yeah, so I'll crack on and do this, and I'll see you in a sec when this is done. Right, I finally finished putting the digestate down on that field. Got to do this field because it's now got sugar beets in, and we'll probably call it a day for this episode because time's dragging on a little bit. The dog's going mental downstairs, so you can see it a lot better when you go up this way. And just over there you can see the New Holland in the cornfield. I ended up leasing one of the that big digestate container again because we've run out of the one out of that silo. But I'm still undecided whether we're going to carry on with the digestate or just sell it as we get it. So what I need to do now is run and get this. It just takes so long doing it like this. If you've got a seeder or a planter that fertilises as you go, it's so much quicker and easier, but I guess it gives us something to do. It's something different, isn't it? So I don't tend to do much digestate or slurry for my fertilising. I normally just take the easy option of having a seed or a planter that does it for you as you go. So I guess we're just trying to do different things on this gameplay series. Now, will it let me carry on with that tractor in the way? Hopefully, just spread it all over there. It's not ours anyway, we'll just return it like that. We'll probably get charged a cleaning fee, but that's okay. We're going to make that. No, who put that fuel tank there? Stupid place. Probably have to do one more pass and then I think that'll be it. And that will be it for the episode. We've got a random little bit of chaff there in our bunker silo that was I don't know if you saw on this time lapse, if it wasn't going too fast for you. We had some chaff in the bigger trailer of the two. I think it was in the end of the milling machine when I picked it up, and it spat it into that trailer. So I got rid of that, and that's ready to be added to when we come to do our grass cutting, or if we're not chaffing that corn. But I'm quite pleased with how the yard's looking now. It's looking more like a proper farmyard. And it took us a while to get there, but we had to build our money up. I'm liking the look of it. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. But I think we will leave it there for that episode. So I hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.